All right, welcome to Open House Radio and Travel Bum Diaries. This is Howard Cohen, and I'm here with my friend John. Hey, John, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Howard?
Great. At the Alvarado Steak and Fish House, or we call it Fish and Steak House, right? We'll do the opposite reverbs there.
That's right.
And I'm in one of my very favorite places here in Monterey, California. We've we come to Monterey, Carmel area, and it's on the beautiful Central California coast, probably one of the most gorgeous spots on earth.
Oh,
right?
Without a doubt. Very fortunate to have grown up and lived here. It's one of those things where you take it for granted, and we realize we live in one of the most beautiful places in the world.
It's so true. And, people say that, I guess, a lot, but I mean, literally, this is one of the most beautiful spots you can imagine.
Without a doubt. I feel very fortunate to have grown up here. People make this a destination spot. To have grown up here and, soak this in on a daily basis, you get nothing better.
Yeah, I know. It's and the weather. I'm going to give everybody a quick shot of the weather outside. We're sitting out on the patio here at Alvarado, where they have a beautiful little patio outside, a really nice restaurant inside, and as you can see, the blue skies there, and a wonderful, glorious November day. Believe it or not, it's the end of November already. Thanksgiving weekend coming up.
It's pretty crazy.
And it's amazing how beautiful the weather is out here. We're only about 2 blocks from the beach right here as well.
2 blocks from the beach, 2 blocks from the wharf. We're right in prime location here. It's really wonderful. We're located and surrounded by all the main hotels around here as well. So it's in walking distance. We get a lot of walking traffic, and then we're on the strip here where you can also drive down too. So we're in certain locations you're not able to drive down in front of the restaurant, and so we get a lot of publicity like that. A lot of tourists walking down, and so it's great. And then the local spot, people living right up the street, so it's in walking distance all around.
That's a good point, and I'm glad you made it, is that you can actually drive right in the street in front of you, which you can't do in a lot of the restaurants around this town.
Yeah.
And it's one of the very best restaurants, I will say. I mean, the fish, the food, everything. I'm about to eat this incredible sandwich you guys prepared, and salad for me, this crab sandwich here.
That's one of my favorites there.
Is that well, thank you very much. I'm anxiously looking forward to that, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And, that, like you said, it's a good point. I mean, you got the Marriott Hotel is right up at the corner, right, which is a really nice hotel.
We got the Marriott, we have Monterey Hotel, we have Casa Munros, we have
Hyatt is right over here.
We have the Hyatt.
All within walking distance, right, of you guys?
They're all right here, and then we have the Monterey Plaza Hotel. They're all, it's all right in this center location, which is beautiful. And Monterey, this downtown area, is slowly but surely, really taking a positive turn. They've got new restaurants coming in, they've got new buildings coming in, and it's a great thing for all of us down here. So
it is, and you guys have been here how long now?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. You have a great reputation for quality, clean, beautiful atmosphere. And as you said, I mean, the area is already, downtown Monterey, they call it Old Monterey, right?
Old Monterey.
It's not old. It doesn't look old at all. It's just a quaint, I would use the word quaint Monterey.
It's definitely a beautiful place. And they're starting to kind of take to a lot of other cities where we're doing the outside eating, outside patios. And so, especially with our weather these days, it just fits in really perfect around here. So.
Yeah, I know. Can you believe the weather? It's just amazing. It's like every day. As a matter of fact, I think this time of year, and I've lived here in my life as well a couple of times, off and on. October through December is actually one of the nicest times of year around here, isn't it?
Well, people are here during wintertime, and they say, beautiful days. I said, well, summertime we may get five rainy days.
Right.
And so come winter time, we get our beautiful days, and come summertime we take our rainy days. It's just what we have to deal with.
Yeah, but it's so mild, the weather here too. It's just really great. And then of course, if you go to the bike path, which is right, as I said, 2 blocks away from here, which I happen to go on constantly. I love the bike path. You can take it all the way down from Pacific Grove, all the way the other direction up the beach. And you've got some of the most picturesque shoreline, and got all the nice sea lions out there. You can see.
One of the beautiful things here is they've made this bike path a real, kind of a tourist attraction. They've redone it. It goes right along the beach, and it goes all the way from Marina now all the way down to Carmel. So, you can take a pretty nice bike ride and stay right along the water the whole time. It's beautiful.
You can. And I'm going to post some pictures so that people can see also. I've got some photos of down at the beach and the wharf. And, and some of the things. So
it's hard to beat down there. We love the sea life around here too. The sea otters, the sea lions, go down
they're right there all the time.
The right time of the year, you see jellyfish all over the place. It's an awesome thing,
Yeah, it's nice. You can go kayaking, you can go scuba diving right out here. It's just a ton of stuff to do, and because the weather is so nice, it makes it conducive. And some of the best food in the world, including if you're gonna want fresh fish, this is the town to
we
get
it all around here.
Yeah,
we have local sea bass, we get local halibut, we have petrale sole, we do Monterey Bay sand dabs, and in this town we get tuna that comes in, every so many years. That's close enough you can go out there in a small boat and catch it, which is pretty amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, they're huge too. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now the Monterey Bay Aquarium. If you want to see the size of a real tuna, they have some of them floating around in there in the tanks, and they are just enormous. I mean, they weigh like 1,000 or more pounds.
It's amazing to see. You don't really think, you don't get a full grasp of it seeing it on TV.
Yeah, no, you don't. No, and literally when you see the real fish, it's like, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable how big they are. Yeah.
Well, and those fish there, I mean, it's not for everybody, but you can eat them raw. You can eat them, sushi style, just like that. And it doesn't get any better than that, So we're very spoiled around here.
I guess so. All right. Now, before we end off here, I got two last things I want to ask you about. Number one is, I was perusing the menu here for a moment, and I know. I mean, you guys have all kinds of.
Anybody parked out here?
We're good right now.
You guys have all kinds of great food that's, runs the gamut. You got pasta, you got seafood, you got steaks. And the prices are extremely reasonable. I mean, I must say, compared to most of the restaurants that are this nice around here.
Yeah, that's one of our things we pride ourselves on, whether it be the steaks, the fish, and even the wine. I very much pride myself on the wine as well.
Yeah, you got a nice wine list.
We don't mark things up as a lot of restaurants in this town do. And it's justifiable. You can mark it up 2 or 3 times, but we figure we want to be the local spot. We want people to be able to come here 2 or 3 times a week if they like.
Right.
And when you're really having a $100 meal for 2 people 3 times a week, it's not affordable.
Yeah, no, it's really reasonable. I mean, you're like in the 20s and less for most of these meals. And I mean, most of the other restaurants I see, they're at least $30 or more for just the entree.
That's right. And so we really, that's our thing, is we try to stay affordable for everybody, so everybody can afford to come out to eat. So it's a really great thing.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
Coca-Cola lady's on the phone for you.
Tell her I'm okay.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
I'm okay. No order.
Okay.
Okay. So, but yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
That affordable thing makes a huge difference. Whether we do a lot of wines by the glass, you go out to a lot of restaurants in this town, and they have 1 or 2 wines by the glass, and they're not very affordable, and the selection isn't there. And so here you can come in and you could have a glass of Pinot, you can have a glass of Cab, you can have a glass of Chard. You can do whatever you want, and you can really pair with what you're having and not have to order a whole bottle of wine. So it's a great thing.
That's great, and I like what you said about being able to come in a couple of times a week, and because that's really what this is about. I mean, you want to get the regular customers, and this is a place where you can try all kinds of different great stuff. You got a wide selection of things on the menu to try.
Yeah.
So okay, last thing is first of all, the crab cake sandwich, unbelievable, really really good, perfectly prepared and delicious, but the dressing on this salad, what kind of dressing is that? Because that is so good.
Actually, that's my grandmother's dressing there. It's an avocado vinaigrette dressing.
Wow, that is literally one of my favorite dressings I've ever tried. I'm telling you right now. I'm not lying. I'm saying that for real.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Me too. And it's funny because some people really aren't big avocado fans. Mm-hmm. And when I tell them it's an avocado vinaigrette dressing, they automatically want to steer away from it. And I said, had I not told you it was an avocado vinaigrette, you would never know the avocado is pureed in there. And so it's so subtle, but so smooth, and has just these wonderful flavors that, for me, I mean, it makes eating that green salad just too darn enjoyable,
It is. No, it's really, really good, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this after we're finished right here. So wonderful. I want to thank you so much. So,
thank you.
Do you guys have a website?
I do. It's alvaradofishandsteakhouse.com, and then we're also located on Facebook as well.
Okay, good. And they can link through my website, realestatecookies.com. You can find all the links, and we'll put a link for you guys on there, and the Facebook and all that too. And when you're in Monterey, California, be sure to come to Alvarado Fish and Steakhouse right here on Alvarado
Street.
Boulevard. That's very
Yeah.
Alvarado Street. Very hard to miss that. And say hi to John. Tell him you sent us and we sent you. And check out our other videos on Travel Bums. And this is Howard Cohen signing off from Alvarado. Thanks again.
Thank
man.
you, Howard.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for John to come back here, I think I'm going to enjoy my sandwich. My crab sandwich and salad here at Alvarado Steak and Fish House. It's, wow, it's good stuff. Wow. That is very tasty. I gotta say, that is really good.